It's really, really packing in there already. It's building up. Really excited. We're talking to Charlotte Boddy, who's the founder of Pause Live and the Menopause In Aesthetics Awards. First of all, I think we need to tell our viewers what's the difference between both of these events.
Okay, so Menopause In Aesthetics was the first event we set up, and this event is for doctors and nurses that practice, that have an aesthetic medicine practice, that are treating menopausal patients, because there was a real gap in the market where people weren't getting the answers from their GP. It made sense really for aesthetic medical practitioners to offer treatments to menopausal women, and that's where Pause Live was born. Without Menopause In Aesthetics, we wouldn't be able to run Pause Live, because Pause Live is a non-profit consumer event where we try and help as many women as possible by empowering them, giving them the right knowledge and about the treatments that are available to them privately.
And this is incredible because obviously Pause Live is the biggest menopause event that's out there. Menopause In Aesthetics, it's the third year running now. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what you do. I mean, as the founder and the creator of this and bringing it obviously to the masses, how does that make you feel?
Well, very proud, obviously, but it's a team effort. We're a very small team as well, and especially the younger team, they work tirelessly to bring all this together. So well done to them.
And they're going to be very knowledgeable when they actually get to the age of, approaching menopause.
100%. And I think the thing is, the reason I'm doing this is to change things for my daughter's generation and my granddaughter's generation as well. Because when I started going through perimenopause, I was like lost and confused, and I just don't think that we should be like that. You know, we need to give more education at school about what happens to our bodies as women. We're always fobbed off, and as you know, and just educate and. Also, I think with the GPs, they are getting to the point now where they're learning more. We've got a lot of GPs here today at MIA, which is great, and a lot of consultants and gynecologists, as well as clinic owners. And as from next year, we're going to be called Menopause In Practice. And the reason that we've decided to rebrand, because it's the third year, is that we realise that aesthetics isn't for everybody, because if you went to your aesthetic clinic, you might think about facial aesthetics, Botox, fillers, and a lot of women just don't want that. But if you go to an aesthetic medicine clinic, you can also get all the menopause treatments as well. So we thought Menopause In Practice was better.
It's definitely a more suitable word because it opens it up a bit more. That's what I was going to say when you talk about menopause and aesthetics. I mean, what kind of treatments do they offer here? And we're going to be going around, we're going to be speaking to all the sponsors and the exhibitors. But what is it that you want to kind of share with the people that come here?
Well, you know yourself, with Pause Live being a consumer event, the women are absolutely shocked at all these wonderful treatments that are available, and because of my knowledge within the aesthetic medicine market, we can bring them to the consumers. So what I would say is what the doctors and nurses are learning up there is all the new developments with polynucleotides, exosomes, vaginal health, which I think is really important. So there's something for everybody. All the 86 symptoms that I've had, there's something up there for.
Well, this is the thing. Before I come to work with you guys, I never knew some of these treatments existed, and a lot of women suffer in silence, which is one of the things that we always talk about. So this is the event if you're a practitioner or someone like that.
Next year's event's the 6th of the 6th, 26, so be there if you're not here today. It is rammed in there, and I always love the atmosphere. People are like sponges wanting to learn, how can they help their patients, how can they develop. And I just want to mention as well that we've just launched our campaign about being a first responder.
I was just going to come to that because you was on the stage today this morning, first of all. So what does that actually mean, becoming a first responder?
As you can see up here, we've got the Menopause In Aesthetics First Responder. We're here to talk. And if you see one of those around town in your clinic windows, what that means, it doesn't mean that they might offer all those treatments, but it means they're there to listen, so you can talk to them, and they'll probably have pathways to set up and things. And I think when I was going through my first stages of perimenopause, if I'd seen somewhere that said, we're here to talk about the menopause, I would have run in there and said, help, help, help.
And they're really understanding what you're going through, and also that they're recognised within the industry, which is important.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. They're all medical. They've all had their CPD training here. So they've got the digital assets to prove it. But I think it doesn't mean that they're going to do all of the treatments, but it means that they're going to be able to point you in the right direction and help you. And that's what it's all about, helping the women when they're going through this critical stage, which can be, daunting, as we both know.
As we both do. Well, listen, I know you're very busy and people are just kind of like flocking in behind us. We're going to let her go. It's going to be an incredible day. Tonight's going to be followed by the awards. It's our first ever Menopause Awards. Tell us a little bit about that quickly.
Well, it's an Oscar-style theme, of course, because we're from Essex and that's how we roll. It's going to be a wonderful night celebrating the achievements in the Menopause In Aesthetics arena. And I think, there's some amazing finalists and also some amazing winners. So I can't wait to share more about that later. Yeah, it's going to be a great night, but I think the most important thing is recognising people in the industry and their achievements and
I think there's going to be some jaw-dropping moments, and of course, whoever wins those Oscar-style trophies.
Yeah, actually got an Oscar. Yeah,
fantastic. Well, listen, we'll let you go. Congratulations on everything that you're doing here today. Can't wait to see the whole final product. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.